If you inherited money in Tennessee and your first thought is, what now? You're not alone. An inheritance often arrives during grief, family transitions, and big life questions. That combination can make even the simplest decisions incredibly stressful, but when you add in a large sum of money and assets, decisions become downright overwhelming. If we can emphasize one thing during this time, it would be this: don't rush. There's no ticking clock to invest, spend, or give these funds. The best first move is usually to pause, protect, and plan so you can make decisions from clarity and not pressure. This first 90 days playbook gives you a practical path forward, using a values-based approach that aligns your financial resources with what matters most to you. Let's get into phase one, which is pause and protect. Arguably the most important phase here. Your only job in the first 2 weeks is to avoid preventable mistakes. Park this money somewhere safely. If you receive cash or you sell an asset and need a temporary landing spot, keep it liquid and low risk like a high yield savings account or a money market fund. You're buying time here and stability, not chasing big returns. You also want to freeze big decisions, so avoid major spending, gifts, loans, or complicated investment products until you know what you inherited, what rules apply, and what goals make the most sense for you. If family pressure shows up, and I hate to break it to you, but it probably will, a simple script you can stick to says, I'm taking 90 days to get organized before I make any major decisions. Third, build an inheritance folder. Gather your documents in one place. You can be old-fashioned about this and do it on paper, or you can use digital copies. This is death certificates, applicable trust or will documents, executor and trustee contact information, account statements, beneficiary claims forms, etc. The more organized you are here, the better. If there were inherited assets or insurance policies that are associated with a financial advisor, keep their contact information on hand because they're probably the best person to talk to in this case. So when we enter phase two, these are days 15 to 45. Here we really want to identify what exactly you've inherited because different rules are going to apply. This may come as a surprise, but not all of your inheritance dollars are going to behave the same. A best practice is to label each asset type into different buckets because taxes and deadlines are going to depend on it. These buckets can be cash, like bank accounts or checks from an estate, taxable brokerage investments, which are non-retirement accounts. Then obviously you have your retirement accounts, which are traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, 401ks. You can have a real estate bucket, which are homes, land, rental properties, life insurance, and then business interests or private investments that are a little bit more complicated. Two key actions that you can take at this point are to document the values. So for investments in property, save records that show values around the date of death and then keep those for tax reporting. And then also list your near-term cash needs. So set aside money for taxes, legal costs, property expenses, funeral costs, any upcoming obligations that you know you're gonna have to pay before you decide to invest any funds. When we head into phase three, this is days 46 to 75. We wanna review federal taxes and inherited IRA rules. This is where a lot of inheritance mistakes can happen, especially with retirement accounts. So the big fork here is going to be with inherited IRA rules. If you inherited an IRA or a retirement plan, the distribution rules depend on who you are. Are you a spouse? Are you a non-spouse? Are you an eligible designated beneficiary? Whether you qualify for an exemption category, and whether the original owner had reached the required beginning date for RMDs, or required minimum distributions. The IRS outlines these beneficiary categories and distribution frameworks on their website if you want some more information. The 10-year rule, which is common for many non-spouse beneficiaries, this is going to be really important here. So many beneficiaries must distribute the entire inherited account balance by the end of the 10th year after the year of death. Another question here, do annual required distributions apply during years 1 through 9 if it has to be empty by year 10? Sometimes. The IRS beneficiary RMD guidance shows that required distributions can differ based on timing and beneficiary type. And a distribution danger here to be aware of is that any distributions from pre-tax retirement accounts and traditional IRAs are usually recognized as ordinary income in the year they are made. To avoid any unexpected tax burdens or bombs, it's critical to pause and evaluate before you consolidate or distribute any assets. This is exactly why I'm just gonna wait until year 10 and then deal with it at that point strategy can be risky. The right distribution schedule is often a tax strategy and not just a guess. So coordinate with your CPA before moving money out of an inherited retirement account. Once we enter phase 4, which is the last phase, this is days 76 to 90 roughly. Here we want to clarify our goals and invest on purpose. So once the money is protected and the rules are clear, planning gets so much easier. Start with values-based goals. Write 3 goals in plain language. Many people are going to choose some mix of security, which could be emergency funds, housing stability, paying down debt, family, which is education support, caregiving, maybe legacy intentions that you have. Another option here is giving on purpose, whether that's to charity, your community, or faith-based organizations. Freedom can be a simple priority that you have here, like career flexibility, time, or future options down the road. And they could be as simple as peace of mind. Maybe you just want simplification and clear boundaries for these funds. If you can't explain what the money is for, investing is going to feel stressful because there's no anchor. So based on your goals, create a simple liquid versus long-term plan. 0 to 12 months are going to be liquid assets. Think taxes, unknown estate expenses like unpaid utility bills, final arrangement costs or medical bills, or personal expenses and cash needs. 1 to 5 years, these are your midterm plan goals like large purchases such as a new car, new home, remodels, vacation, college, etc. Things that are in between long and short term. Anything over 5 years is going to be a long-term goal. So here we're investing aligned with our risk tolerance with a long-term mindset. If you want support, a coordinated team often helps. A financial planner, CPA, or an estate attorney when trust, probate, or other complex asset titlings are involved. If this feels overwhelming, that is normal. Many people feel that way, which is why the pause and plan mentality is so valuable. An experienced team at PYA Waltman can help alleviate the stress and confusion around inheritances, helping you formulate a plan for your family that avoids common mistakes, helps you reach your goals, and gives you peace of mind.